Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. Now, just before this video starts, I just wanted to stress that none of the images in this video that I will be showing are my own. They are all from the developer work in progress live stream, the Xbox Strike new update preview War Thunder official stream back on the official War Thunder channel. That will be linked in the description if you want to see the full 1 or so hour live stream. Enjoy the video. Now then, you're probably wondering, what is Xbox Strike? It's basically a massive update that's coming to War Thunder. It's the new big update. It's going to be adding a lot of stuff for Britain, especially. You're going to be mainly focusing on Britain in this video. However, they're also adding some stuff that the community's asked for, like HUDs for the A70 Corsair. I think that's the right name for it. They're adding basically an entire new country under Great Britain. So that's South Africa. I will be getting into that shortly. Now, first things first, I've just got to say this before I announce what's going to be released in this update. If you're a helicopter player, a big helicopter player, I've got bad news for you. They are adding a anti-ground missile loadout? Yes, I'm going to go with loadout to the A70 Corsair, where they can now have an entirely new system to use laser designation to guide their missiles while flying. Personally, I like this system. I think it's great. I think it's a really good step forward towards F-14 Tomcats, which I know a hell of a lot of you wanted. As you can see on screen here, this is what the new system will look like. If you've played DCS before, it looks very much like certain variants of Russian and American ground attack vehicles that we love and use to this day. Now, another one that was announced about earlier this week, about the 13th of February, was the Fokker D21. Now, this is going to be coming in at about a 2.0 Swedish vehicle, which was designed by the people of Dutch, also known as Holland, Netherlands, you can call it a lot of things. It was primarily used by the Finnish Air Force, and it's in the Swedish tech tree because of that. So it's got, first of all, it's got 20mm armament. It's got two of them, and I believe two 7mm machine guns, which at battle rating 2.0 is actually going to be devastating. Judging by the look of it, as you can see on screen here, it doesn't look like the most manoeuvrable. However, for me, it's a 2.0 modern Bf-109. Now then, ladies and gentlemen, one thing that I promised you on my latest video about this kind of topic was swing wings. Okay, that might have deafened you there. Sorry, I'm not going to do that again. They are finally adding swing wings. The first thing they are adding is the Su-17, which will be an attacker underneath the USSR Soviet Air Force tech tree. It's going to be a top-tier attacker. As you can see on screen, it's beautiful. It's still a work in progress, as they said. However, I'm very excited for that. And what do I think will come from this? What does that look like? To me, that looks identical. Okay, maybe not identical, but that looks extremely similar to an F-14 Tomcat in some retrospects. F-14 Tomcat, ladies and gentlemen, I can guarantee you within the next year or so, it will be in the game. Hold your buckles. I'm not sure if that's a saying, but hold your buckles. And it will be in the game soon. Now then, another thing, if you are an Italian tanker, good news, I guess. It's not really big news, but they're adding a lot of German vehicles, the Italian version of German vehicles, basically, to the Italian tech tree. Either that be premium, which you'll be able to see on screen, or just something researchable that you can get for free. There's no really difference in performance-wise, as they said on the live stream. Again, you can go check that out. A lot more detail in that. Overall, they've not got skirts, as they were calling them in the live stream, on the side. They've kind of got a less mobility, kind of a little bit more Italian, not so good versions of the German counterparts. Now then, for any Americans watching this video, strap yourself to your chairs. You have wanted this since day one. And you're not going to get it for another year, because they're adding the F-5 Phantom from Top Gun. That's right, it's a swing-wing aircraft, an attacker/fighter. You Top Gun fans will absolutely love it. Obviously, it's not your F-14 Tomcat. It's getting extremely close. Anyway, they're adding it to the Chinese tech tree, however, and not your precious little American tech trees. I reckon it will eventually come to the American territory, seeing as it was an American vehicle. However, this variant, as they said on stream, was a Lend-Lease program export vehicle. As you can see on here, it's got extremely good maneuverability. It's also a swing wing, giving it even better maneuverability. I for one won't be able to fly it, but if I ever will, that is something I'll extremely look forward to flying one day. So another good thing for you lower tier vehicle players, ground vehicles, is they are adding a lovely 2 new Russian vehicles. The BT-7, one of my favourite ever vehicles. It's my highest KD vehicle in the game, and a new T-28, which isn't as good. It's basically just got a different gun on it, which we can see here. It's very similar to the T-26, I believe. T-16, I'm not too sure, but it's one of those other lower tier 1.0 Russian vehicles that it's got its gun off of. So as you can see here, they are driving them around in the developer stream, and one thing that I love about this map, it's a new map. They have released a new map. They've said they're going to release a new map anyway. As we can see here, it's very kind of post-Chernobyl kind of Soviet abandoned town. I personally love the look of this map. It's beautiful. As you can see here on the roads and just everything about it, it just looks so nice. It's got big open space. It's got actually in the town, because if we look on other maps, it's got very open spaces and then just a town, such as the Tunisia maps, I think it's called, and other maps like that. However, especially on this map, it's very focused around you actually come from the outside of the town into the town. When you're in the town, it's very kind of actually looks like a town. It's not just random not vehicles, it's not random buildings blobbed everywhere. It's really well constructed in my opinion. So next up on the list is a very highly anticipated vehicle for, I believe, the Germany tech tree. I could be wrong. It's a rank 6 vehicle. I believe it's called the to be honest, I have no idea. I could research it, but I'm lazy. So I'm going to call it the Austrian EBR. It's a 9.3 autoloader, very powerful cannon. Tank. It's got tracks instead of the EBR had wheels, but visually looks very similar. Performance-wise, also very similar. And that's also something. And as we can see here now on the screen, is they are showcasing the new effects, which I'm a big fan of effects, to be honest. That's why I play this game. And they've got new sparks, as you can see. The sparks, when you shoot a actual shell now, are visually a lot better. The explosion effects are a lot better. And when you actually hit a tank, the grooves, sort of, in the tanks where the shell has come from are much better. It actually looks like it's deflected a shot this time. Now then, this bit of the update is my most favoured bit about it. It's not really big. You're thinking, oh, another German Leopard. It's going to be a Polish Leopard they're adding. However, there's one twist to it. This Leopard is going to be a squadron researchable Leopard. That means anyone, provided they have unlimited access to silver lines, that is able to get this Leopard. Now, Leopards are widely regarded as the best of the best tank, and that is quite right. That's why I'm so excited to get it, because I'd never think I'd be able to drive a Leopard, and now Gazin are going to let me. Now, we've all been expecting a completely new nation. Now, we are getting this in this update. We are getting South Africa. However, we are not getting a completely new nation. As such, as they had slightly teased before, we are in fact getting that in the British tech tree for Great Britain in terms of tanks. They are adding an entirely new line for South African vehicles. They are mainly scouting vehicles, as that's what they were typically used for. Back when they used scouting vehicles heavily in South Africa. So as you just saw on the screen there was the Marmon Harrington. There was two of them. One was the tier higher and one was the lower tier. The only difference basically with the higher tier is it's got a better gun on it, which I really like that gun. It's really got good penetration capabilities, and it's not got basically much of a drop. Now, I could sit here and speak to you all day about the South African vehicles. Unfortunately, this is meant to be a simplified video that is not meant to take too long. So if you are interested in the exact specifications of each South African vehicle, then please go ahead, look in the description, check out the actual developer stream. It's great. They showcase all the things, all the features you could want to do with it, obviously. But this obviously right here is the tech tree that we are currently getting. The one South African vehicle that is already in the game is going to get removed to the new South African line. So of the entire developer stream, those were the main things that I took away from it. I highly suggest going in there to look a lot more at certain vehicles if you liked the look of certain vehicles. But they did say they were adding a lot more vehicles that they couldn't even show in the developer stream. To me, that's most likely maybe it is an F-14 Tomcat. Maybe Americans, there is an M14 Tomcat on the way for you, but I highly doubt. If it was me, it would be because they're not going to show it because it's not fully ready. Maybe they've not fully got the design works. If I had to estimate a release date, let me get my calendar up here. Okay, I'm gonna reckon it's gonna be at least a month. I'm gonna set the release date for this to maybe mid to late March. Don't quote me. That's just off of my predictions. They've not got all the vehicles ready. I don't know how long it's gonna take them to get the vehicles ready. They did say for almost every vehicle that this is not going to be the final release. They are still going to do some tweaking to it. Do I know how long that'll take? No, I don't. But I think it's going to be still another month at least until they are going to be releasing it. So set your clocks for about March the 30th. So if you are new here, I regularly say at the end of my videos, if you did like it, feel free to like. You don't have to. It helps me a lot. It really gets my videos out there. And if I get more likes, obviously I can make more videos, vice versa. Currently only 0.2% of you that watch my videos are subscribed. It would mean a massive deal, obviously, if you'd make it this far. If you could subscribe, it helps me make the content. If you don't want to subscribe, obviously I don't subscribe whenever people say this, so I don't personally blame you. I wouldn't subscribe to myself. But thank you for watching the video regardless. I hope this was a lot of really help to you. If you wanted to know, you didn't want to spend 1.5 hours of your time watching the entire developer stream, you just resorted to my video. Obviously it was a big thank you to ask, and see you in the next video, everyone. Goodbye.